Hello everybody to another Pimpcron Battle Report for Brutality version 2.8, the current version. Tonight I have two new players tonight, my daughter and my son, and they will be playing the Snallygaster warband with the lead Snallygaster right here who has infected all of the others, including this dog, and my son's Age of Sigmar Free Guild Empire guys, and they're hiding around here. So, this battle will take place in the Vulture Belt, where everything is poisonous and nothing is edible, and that's where people starve to death. So, on a 10, they're all gonna roll to see if hunger overcomes them, and they take terrible stat detriments. And on a 1, vultures will come down and try to test to see if these people are dead yet so they can eat them. These barrels right here, there's a barrel right here, and where my son is pointing, and on top of this building, and over here. And both of these two warbands are meeting in the Vulture Belt, and they're both really hoping that there's some food in here because they're both starving. My daughter won off the initiative roll for turn 1, so she moves the dog up here and has the dog search that barrel under that bush, and no vultures attack her, no one is starving, they get a victory point. My son's leader, named Scotty, runs up here. He's a melee berserker, and he runs up here, searches his barrel, and gets some food, earning them a victory point. The shooter runs across the field and tries to make it to the barrel. My son moves his banner from this tree over to this tree, and he is trying to set his pistolier up to go around this corner and shoot him. His banner has rerolling to hit within 8 inches, so that's why he's setting this attack up. The banner casts Time Slip on himself in case he needs it. Next is the Snallygaster. Predicting that the pistolier is going to try to shoot the dog, the Snallygaster casts Shroud on the dog, and then the Snallygaster teleports the giant ogre 8 inches forward. My son's heavy ranged moves on top of that building and aims for free, re-rolling to hit because he's at least 3 inches taller than his target. Shoots twice at the eyeball guy right here at the objective. He saves one of his, but gets an arrow to the stomach, dealing a torso wound and -2 dexterity. The Snallygaster sniper takes aim at the hero over here, Scotty. Hits twice, but he saves both of them. The pistolier comes around the corner, shooting and re-rolling to hit, and deals 1 wound and a head wound to that dog, even though it was shrouded. The Snallygaster's ogre activates next, moves up 6 inches, and needed a 7-inch charge to get that friar on top of the building. He rolls an amazing 9-inch charge, but only manages to do 1 wound and breaks the poor friar's armor before knocking him off the building. The fall is not high enough for him to do any damage though. The old fighter goes to defend the friar. He jumps up on that building and does 2 damage to the ogre. The ogre, unfortunately, is now in agony and cannot climb or run anymore. Of course, that doesn't count dropping down, but he can't climb or run anymore. And he also takes a torso wound, -2 dexterity. At the end of turn 1, it is tied 1-1. This little guy with the gun right here activates first for turn 2, and he is not hungry and no vultures attack him. They earn a victory point by finding some food. The friar jumps over the barricade and fires twice at the guy that was there on the objective and kills him. The dog tries to move into cover and still keeps searching that barrel and gets them another victory point. Num-nums in that barrel. Scotty goes and searches that barrel and gets another victory point. The score is currently 4-3. This sniper manages to blind and deal a wound to the poor friar there. The old man activates next, charges the ogre and kills him, but's knocked in the head by the ogre's massive limbs and becomes confused, takes a wound. The Snallygaster moves up, heals the dog, shrouds himself, teleports himself further, and then tries to confuse both of them using Disrupt, and rolls a natural 10, wounding himself. The pistolier says he's done with all this nonsense. He runs around the corner and fires both of his pistols at the dog, He only hits once and wounds once, but rolls a natural 10, which is 2 damage. And finally, the banner guy sprints across the field. At the end of turn 2, it is for my daughter, for my son. It's a tight game. This poor dog today cannot catch a break. He sprints over trying to think that the friar was easy pickings, and he kills the friar, but the friar also kills him. They both lose their final wound, and both teams get a point. The old man must be a veteran because he shook off his confusion very easily, hops down and assaults the Snallygaster. He deals a wound and cuts off a couple of its tentacles, dealing -2 fighting skill. It strikes back, but it doesn't do anything. This poor sniper. He just doesn't, he did not bring his A game. He tries to take a valiant effort to kill that fighter over there that's fighting with the Snallygaster, and misses both of his shots. And then when he gets to reroll because it's high elevation, he misses one of those shots. He only hits once, again, like last turn. And then, what's the old man do? The old fighter over there saves it. Rolls a 2. Okay, that poor Snallygaster, his whole team is not doing well today. He moves over in between these two, ready to do a disrupt on them and confuse them. He first wants to heal himself because he's down to 1 wound, and rolls a natural 10, and his head explodes, leaving purple slime everywhere. Alright, my son sent his pistolier around the corner to fire at this poor unlucky sniper. Not only does he hit twice, but one of them is a 10, dealing 3 hits on this poor sniper. This poor unlucky sniper could not save 3 1-3 saves, and he's dead in 1 shot. So, that, we're going to stop playing here because the Snallygaster team is completely wiped out. My son rolled uncharacteristically well tonight, and my daughter rolled uncharacteristically bad tonight. So, it is 5-7, and it is the end of the game. We had a good time. Alan, did you have fun?
Yep.
Scotty, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Alright. And that was a battle report. Unfortunately, the Vulture Belt never came into effect. Nobody rolled a 10, nobody rolled a 1. So, oh well, the Vultures were not hungry.